show or any other shows that I'm going to be doing. These pop-ups are a lot of work. I'm tired right now. I'm going to watch church online today because I just need to rest. I don't need to be moving and going anymore. I'm going to unload this, go back home, watch church, and then take some time to rest because I need to rest and regain my energy for the next event. But why do I do these? My son's asked me that before. Why do you do these? Why do you do these events? Well, right now it's the main way that I'm earning income. The space at Fairtrade Long Beach is at least getting above rent, but it's been slow there. So these pop-up events have been earning income, so I'm able to order more from the ladies, and that's the ultimate goal, is to sell the product so I can uh, place more orders. Right now they're working on aprons. They're working on some of these little bracelets that have been selling well. Uh, the beaded spoon sets are going, so I'm ending up getting more of those. And what else? Some keychains, some ornaments. One of the ladies makes these really cool, she uses bottle caps and covers them in fabric. So I suggested that the remnants from the aprons, that she uses those to make some bottle cap trivets and coasters. And she's made a few and they look really nice. So it's given the ladies opportunity to earn some income and enabling me to place some orders. We want to get back to sustainability so I can place regular, at least monthly or every other month orders with them. The ultimate goal, now right now, the nonprofit, I need to explain something because somebody asked me, well, how is my buying something not a donation to the nonprofit? It's a different thing. So the baskets and beads products are in my for-profit business that eventually the goal is to donate to the nonprofit, but it's not in profit. So unfortunately, I'm actually making up some of the business expense costs out of my own salary. But everything from the nonprofit, anybody that donates any money to the nonprofit, which is basketsmeetskenya.org, that money goes uh, straight to the things that we're raising funds for, like paying the school fees, the medical expenses, and anything else like food packs or anything that's needed, and also doing things like the farming project we're doing. So it's kind of two separate things. So any of your funds that you donate to the nonprofit, eventually at some point we're going to have some operating expenses, because it's a small nonprofit, there are very few, if any, operating expenses. So all that money that's donated goes directly to those projects. All the purchase money, it goes back in to buy more product and to pay the business expenses for the business side of things. So it is two different things. And some people had a question about that people didn't understand that. And then there's also been that question, I've had a lot of this gets asked a lot, how much of the money goes back to the ladies? Well, we don't do a give back model. What is a give back model? A give back model is where you sell something and then the money goes back to the artisan that made it. Well, so let's say, for instance, I have this purse. This is a new style purse, by the way. It's a small purse. I sold 4 of these yesterday, which is really great. So let's say I have this purse, and let's say that Sharon made this purse, or the tailoring group, because there's several women in the tailoring group that made the purse. And let's say I don't pay them up front for the item, and then it comes here, and I have to wait until I sell this in order to pay them. If one person made it, it's very hard to track. So okay, this purse sells, and then I send the cost that they charge back to them. That this could sit in my warehouse for like a year, 2 years. I have some product here that I brought back in 2018 that I haven't sold yet. So am I supposed to wait until, oh gosh, that thing, come on. I'm sitting, not moving, and my light turned off automatically. There it goes. Am I supposed to wait until it sells in order for them to realize the benefit of getting paid for that? That doesn't work. So we don't do a give back model. We do a model where I buy up front at their price. They tell me the price, and I make sure that it's a price that's going to enable them to, make some money. And then I come back and sell it and I buy more. I reinvest what I earn and buy more, which is what I'm doing now with the aprons we have. Oh, I think the aprons are in the car. We don't have too many aprons left. The aprons are selling at every event that I'm going to, so I'm having them make more aprons right now. So the give back model just wouldn't work too good, and it would just require too much administrative support. I don't know that that's ever, I mean, I guess that's a thing, but I've never done it that way, and I didn't learn anything about that until people started asking me about it, and I started doing some research into it. Like, okay, what's a give back model? I mean, how much of this goes back to them? And then there's been some people say, "Oh, you should send the whole thing back." Okay, that'd be great, but it costs money to ship it here, and it costs money for me to have this warehouse, and for me to pay for all these events that I'm going to. I need to be able to use some of the funds to cover the expenses so I can earn income so I can buy more. So that's kind of how that works. And I like to address that every now and then because people, um, oh, hey, Alex, my friend Alex, he's in Greece right now. So speaking of friend, that's the word of the day, which I'll talk about in a minute. Yeah, so that's why I like to explain that because I get asked that question a lot. And if you're new to baskets and beads and wondering how this works, that is exactly how it works. So the Swahili word for the day is Rafiki. And you might know the word Rafiki from the movie Lion King. Rafiki means friend in Swahili. There's a lot of words in Lion King that are Swahili words for things. So Rafiki means friend. And my friend Alex just commented we have been friends for many years, and he is in Greece right now, sailing around Greece. I can't wait to see those photos and hear about the trip there. He went with several people from his sailing club. It's something that he loves to do. So I having good friends is very important in life. People that support you, people that believe in you, people that will use their influence if they have any to help you along, give you ideas, and tell you kind of when when you're not being so cool. And we're all human, having a human experience. So there's been times when I haven't been cool, and there's been times when people I know haven't been cool. So you having a good friend, being close to somebody, trusting them and having them support you and believe in you and you support and believe in them is a very important part of life. I had a lot of friends that came yesterday, and I had some people that I'd never met before that came, and Vanessa, my creative director for Baskets and Beads, she invited people and I invited people, and we had such a great turnout, and it was time with friends, time to connect, time to have fun, time to uh, share about baskets and beads. Yes, shop if you wanted to. Yes, a lot of people shopped, but it was just sitting around, breaking some bread, having some tea, making that connection, spending time, laughing, telling stories, sharing different things, and obviously sharing the story of baskets and beads and answering questions about that, and finding out how they can support baskets and beads. So it was a wonderful time. We're going to do more of those Tea with a Purpose events. It was my first one back since COVID, and I missed having them. We broke out the teacups and the Kenya tea, and we had iced tea and hot tea, and then a couple charcuterie boards and scones and muffins. Now, for me to have a tea party, you have to have scones with tea. That's just a thing. I lived in England for 4 years, and tea and scones is a big thing there. So I carried on that tradition in Tea with a Purpose. So was looking for scones, and before COVID, you could order a special order of scones from Whole Foods. You could go to Whole Foods and order scones, but you couldn't do that anymore. They're like, "Oh, you have to go. We just started our catering menu back up. You have to go look online. Otherwise, we make some scones and they're over there." Well, they don't make that many. I needed about 2 dozen. And I didn't know what I was going to do. I went asked a couple bakeries. They didn't make scones. And something I call it the whisper of the Holy Spirit that comes to you and tells you to go a certain direction. And sometimes I don't always listen and I doubt it, and that's a problem that I work on not doubting the whisper. But the whisper inside said, "Go to Ralph's." I was at a bakery close to my house, and I thought, Ralph's? I know they have a bakery, but do they make they I don't think they make scones. So I listen to the whisper. I go over there. I go to the bakery and I ask somebody, "Do you guys do orders for scones?" She said, "No, we don't take orders, but we have those there." And there were little containers of 4 scones, all different kinds of, uh, flavors or types or whatever that they make, and they put in the little containers to sell. So I was able to get scones, and we had scones and muffins for the tea party, which was great, and there were some leftovers, so I'm going to have a little bit of scone later and sip some Kenya tea and remember what happened yesterday. So we had a great time. It was an amazing time. I actually did one uh, shopping call with somebody who was in another state and had seen these beautiful purses that I just showed earlier. And these aren't on the website yet, but if you see something you like, you can arrange a call with me and I will come here to the warehouse and pick out things for you. You can see I have a lot of product here. Things are uh, here. This is all paper beads over here. And we have a lot of necklaces back here. There's t-shirts there. These are all purses of different styles and types, socks and other things up there. And then down here is more household goods like trivets and baskets and things. And then we have baskets up top. So I have a lot of product here. And if you are not local and you would like to do an online shopping with me, we can do FaceTime or Zoom or whatever, and I can walk you around and show you things and you can pick something you want for yourself or for your loved one. So that's an option for somebody who doesn't live local. I may start up the live shopping on the Facebook page. If you're listening to me on my profile, please go and like the Baskets and Beads page on Facebook. I have a lot of followers on the profile. It's hard to get people over to the page. And I've been working with a Facebook person about raising funds with the nonprofit and trying to drive people over to the page so I can do it primarily on the page. But that's hard when not everybody's there and people see me more on my profile. So, oh, it's all just the way technology works. Anyway, I just wanted to pop in and share. I have to go and unload everything. Remember, Fiki is the Swahili word of the day, and it's important to have friends, to be a friend, to share with friends, and we did that yesterday. I'll be posting pictures of that later. Hopefully you can come to the next one if you're local, and it, if not, maybe you can come out to Fairtrade Long Beach and visit me there at some point, or again, if you're not local, we can do something online. If you are local and you want to do a personal shopping in the warehouse, I'm happy to bring you here and select things for you, or even go to Fairtrade Long Beach and help you select something, a special gift item. And it, or you can send me an email or a direct message at email at eldana@basketsandbeadskenya.com. I don't think I have the email, but you can go to basketsandbeadskenya.com and message me through the site and it'll come to my email. You can also go to the website and click on the little thing that says 10% off. You don't have to shop at it doesn't expire. You don't have to shop right away, but you'll get on the email list and you'll find out about upcoming events and things. So I'd love to have you attend those. And then again, if you're not local, we can do kind of like this, but it'll be a personal thing. So that's about all I want to share because I have to go unload this stuff. Like, oh, I didn't really finish my thought on the pop-ups. The pop-ups take a lot of work. It takes a lot of energy, and I have to manage my energy. I have to make sure I stay hydrated. I have to make sure have enough nutrition in order to stay energetic. I've been seeing a holistic chiropractor to kind of get my system online and manage my energy, but that doesn't mean that I'm stuck. I am tired. I am tired because Friday we set up and Saturday was the event, and both days it was until midnight, and then Friday at about 1:30 in the morning, Layla called me from Kenya so I could say hi to the ladies, and so that added to my being tired because I woke up and then I couldn't go back to sleep. I was so tired. I was talking to them. I couldn't even lift my head up because we had worked until probably about, I got home about midnight from setting up for the event and then went over early and we got the food all ready for the event, and then we had the event, and then we broke down for the event, and then I came home, and it was probably about midnight again. So I'm a little tired, and I need to go rest. That's one thing that's important when you go, go, go. And I've got a lot of pop-ups between now and the end of the year, almost every weekend, some two in a weekend. So I'm going to be having to manage my energy and make sure that I get the appropriate rest and that I get uh, the appropriate me time, maybe go for a massage, go to a spa, do something to disconnect and make sure that I keep rejuvenating myself because this is going to be a long haul through the holiday season. But my ultimate goal is to make sure that I have plenty of sales so I can reorder from the ladies so they ultimately can pay for their school fees for their kids, get medical care, provide food, and just be sustainable. So that's our primary goal with Baskets of Beads Kenya is to create sustainability for the ladies and artisans that we work with. All right, everybody, I hope you have a great day and I will see you soon. Nakupenda.